Welcome to another quick video. I had a similar video out, but I had to remove it due to monetization and copyright claims. So I'm doing it again. This is a video about best settings for your soundbar, and I'll be doing it as we speak so that you understand the reality and the kind of music you're going to get. Of course, no amount of me trying to play this on a stereo setup is going to help you decide, but I'll give you my thoughts and you can accordingly play it in your soundbar and find your own sweet spot. So let's get started. I'll just use this one demo file and I'll change the settings, and I'll also say what is different and what is not, what is the best for you, and I'll just simply start. So as of now, this is my favorite setup. I usually keep my subwoofer at 1. My treble is at 3. My center is usually at 2. I keep it to 3 on dialogue heavy movies. My surround is usually at 2. This is kind of my setup I rock. I don't change it a lot often, and this does wonder considering my room size. And I keep my volume usually around 15ish mark, but 9 and 10 is pretty loud. So let me just
gravity.
Now with this particular track, right, you will hear the Atmos channels with surround, which is at 2. You also feel the bass, which is going to be proper, and you also get to hear a lot of vocals and dialogues, including the front left and front right. It is not overpowered, it is a balanced setup, especially if you are above version 91. This is kind of your sweet spot. Again, you can tweak it according to your changes, but this one works a lot better for me. The next one I would recommend is for you to turn your bass slightly lower. If you are not a fan of bass, you can go up to -2 or -3 based on your preferences. -2 is still good, and what you can do is you can keep your treble at 4. You can also keep your center at 3 and your surround at maybe 3 or 4 depending on your use case scenario. If you're too far, keep it at 4. If you're fairly in a small room, keep it at 3, and this kind of provides you that overall less bass but more proper dialogues and hearing experience. Now, I don't think I'll be able to say what's happening, but at least from my experience, which is also something you will all hear, you will also feel, that is your overall vocals being pretty clear, your left, right, and your surround left and right traveling all the audio properly, and your bass going significantly lower. You'll still hear the bass, you'll still feel the bass, but it is not as powerful as it is with 2 or 3 in your subwoofer. The last one is actually going to have my surround at 0, and what you'll have to do is, this is more of a center channel focus, so your bass goes back to 0 and your treble can be at 2 or even 0 based on your experience, but keeping it at 2 or 3 is ideal. You can keep your center at 4, and this will kind of provide you that vocals and dialogues properly. It is not too great. Again, as Zebronics Jukebar 9900 owners, you're already aware the center channel is not the strongest, but it does a pretty good job with this particular settings, so give it a try. Now the last one is for bass heavy users. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to center at 3, and I'm going to go back to my surround at 3, and I'll tell you why. And you're going to also keep your bass at 2 or 3 based on your preferences. Your treble can be at 3 or 4, and what you can do is you can use this. You can change your treble to 3 or even 2 based on this, but this will provide you that bassy experience, if you want that bangs, this is probably the settings you'll have to land up with. That's pretty much it. I just want to make a video so that people who have missed it the last time can understand and accordingly tweak your sound settings. If you have any specific queries, to let me know, and I will see you all in another one.